A very good morning to very every student. Today we are going to start our lecture number 26. In the previous lecture, we have seen construction of capacitor start, capacitor run, single phase induction motor, in which we see its construction, its working, its phasor diagram, then its torque slip characteristics, then finally we are seeing its applications. Now today, everybody from the previous lecture concluded that the single phase induction motor has a wide quantities of a variety, and among this category, among this variety of quantity, one more type is added, and today we are seeing next topic, shaded pole induction motor, but it may be written as a shaded pole single phase induction motor. Now here in the shaded pole induction motor, construction is similar to conventional induction motor, but we know that in a single phase, in a three phase, stator poles were absent, but here stator poles is present, and on stator pole a stator winding is mounted, and some modifications are done here. The stator is splitted into two regions. Here stator splitting region is shown. This is the 70 to 80% region, and this is the 20 to 30% region. From 70%, here a split is produced, and over which a shaded ring, circular shaded ring is mounted, and it is made up of from copper or brass. We know that copper and brass is highly inductive. So here again the rotor is a conventional squirrel cage rotor. At the center a solid shaft is mounted. But here what happened? A stator winding is fed to or given to supply voltage V. We know that single phase supply voltage V is a single phase 230 volt 50 hertz AC supply. And then what happened? We see that here are three instances. First instant is that when shaded region not present, when shaded region not present, at the time three fluxes are produces phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3. At that time, without shaded region, means when shaded region not present, these three fluxes are equal and symmetrical. But now in this case, shaded region is present, and its main role is that it boosts the magnetic flux. We know that the copper or brass is a highly inductive material, and whenever what happens, whenever current flows through the stator winding, stator core get electromagnets and it produces magnetic flux. So here in this case, whenever stator current will flow through this region, means winding this portion gets carrying the current. At that time, what happens? The stator core acts as primary. Stator winding. Whenever magnetic current, electric current flows through this area, what happens? Stator winding acts as a primary of a transformer. Then we know that transformer has also secondary. Then this shaded ring acts as a short circuited shaded ring, because this ring is like this type. This is the shaded ring of copper or brass, and it is acts as short circuited secondary of transformer. These shaded rings, which is circular in shape, made up of a highly inductive material, copper and brass. So it is acts as a short circuited secondary of a transformer. Means now at this region additional flux, means ring flux is produces, and it is phi s. Now at this instant now becomes flux phi 1 is equal to flux phi 2. But here in this case not equal to phi 3, because now phi 3 is the addition of phi 3 plus phi s. Here additional flux due to the short circuited shaded ring is added here, and in this region the magnetic flux will be boost, means increases. Now this can be explained in another way. We see single phase waveform here. It is the supply single phase waveform. T1, T2, T3. Now it is the three instants of a time, means at that time flux we do that single phase supply has a sinusoidal nature, and its magnitude always change with respect to time, and this y-axis is the flux or a phi. So here in this case, at instant t1 flux will be minimum, at instant t2 flux will be maximum, and at t3 flux will be at its peak value. And this is the actually principle of a shaded pole induction motor. In this is the instant t1, this is the instant t2, and this is the instant t3. Means in at t3, means at time interval t3, what happened? The stator winding acts as a primary winding, and its secondary becomes short circuited shaded ring, which is highly inductive and short circuited. So at t3 this winding shaded ring produces additional flux, which is a phi s. Now net flux will be, what happened? Net flux at that time t3 will be, at t3 net flux will be phi 3 plus phi s, and this is a repetitive cycle. And in the, by splitting the phase, means what happened? The positive cycle and negative cycle torque will be unbalanced, so that finally the net resultant torque not equal to 0. Due to shaded pole region or shaded ring, the final condition means both the supply cycle will be unbalanced due to additional flux produces due to shaded rings, and this is the condition when maximum torque not equal to 0, means somewhere some torque will remain present in the rotor. Due to this shaded ring, some torque will be remains in the rings and in the rotor, and this torque will be sufficient to take the rotation to the rotor, and in this way shaded pole induction motor works. Again I repeat that in this supply cycle will be unbalanced, and it's unbalanced due to the shaded region, because at a shaded region whenever current will flow at that time, what happening, stator winding acts as the primary of a transformer, and short circuited shaded ring acts as a short circuited secondary of a transformer, and at that time the net flux will be addition of a phi 3 means which is produced by stator winding plus phi s which is produced by short circuited secondary shaded ring, and this flux is not equal to another fluxes, and in this way the supply cycle will be unbalanced. Now supply cycle will be, what happen in this case, this cycle will be somewhere, as comparing these two cycle, this cycle flux is greater, this cycle flux is less, and hence the resultant torque at the end of every cycle not equal to 0, and this torque is present in the rotor, and rotor is able to take start the rotation. So this is the shaded pole induction motor. Now we are seeing its torque speed characteristics. So here we see torque speed characteristics. Torque speed characteristics is somewhere y-axis is, we know that y-axis is the torque, x-axis is the speed or slip. It is the starting period, means n is equal to 0 and slip is equal to 1. At that point origin n is equal to ns, and its first characteristics will be, means it has also large starting torque, it is Tmax, it is maximum slip, it is the Tmax, and this is the starting torque. So here these types of induction motor has a high starting torque as well as high running torque, and this is possible due to split caging, and split caging is possible because of these shaded rings. So here this is the torque slip characteristics. Starting torque is 70 to 75% of maximum torque, and it is a long run over the starting to maximum, means its starting period is quite long as compared to other motors, and it will be able in starting and in running heavy loads also, so that its applications is, now this is the torque slip characteristics of a shaded pole induction motor. Its applications, first application is it's in dry cleaners. We know that in dry cleaners heavy cloth load is present at during the starting instant. Second, refrigerators. Third one is a ceiling fan, means we know that a domestic refrigerator is used, and in the refrigerator we also known as, it is also known as a fridge. Also one more application is the blowers. Blowers are used for also cleaning purpose, or to exhaust the dust or liberate the dust from the combust region to atmosphere. So this is the applications of shaded pole single phase induction motor. Again I repeat, application in dry cleaners where the heavy clothes are mounted in a chamber and starting torque required very high. Also in the running, whenever clothes get wet, it's also running torque also required the high. Then in a refrigerator, in a ceiling fan, in a formerly in a theaters, in a shopping malls, so they are high at the peak height ceiling fans are mounted. These ceiling fans are this type shaded pole induction motor. Blowers is also useful. So this is the single phase shaded pole induction motor. Today we are seeing single phase induction motor, another type which is a shaded pole induction motor. We see its construction circuit, its construction is similar to likewise conventional single phase induction motor. But difference is that the stator is split into regions, means near about 70% region is shaded. Here shaded ring is present. Shaded ring is made up of copper brass, which is a highly inductive and circular in shape. We see its working, how it works by using these cycles. In this, the fluxes in the positive half cycle and negative cycle are unbalances, and the net resultant torque will not equal to 0, and this torque, some torque will remain in the rotor, and due to this torque, rotor starts to take rotation. Then we see its torque slip characteristics, and then we see its applications are refrigerator, then dry cleaners, then blowers, then formerly in 1970 before decade ceiling fan. So this is the shaded pole induction motor. Next topic is comparison between single phase and three phase induction motor. So we start this topic at some moment. Now going to the next topic. The next topic is a comparison or a distinguish between single phase and three phase induction motor. So here I am for time consuming, less time consumption. Already I have written here the difference. The difference is categorized in a formulated in table, serial number, parameter, then single phase induction motor, and then three phase induction motor. See here, serial number, parameter, single phase induction motor, and three phase induction motor. So here serial number 1 to 9. Everybody should note down these parameters in the notebook. So here first parameter is the number of stator winding. So here in a single phase there are two stator windings present. We know that these windings are starting winding and running winding. Starting winding is also known as the auxiliary winding, and running winding is also known as the main winding. Here number of winding in a three phase induction motor is three windings are there. Three windings are there. This is distributed in nature, and here windings are stator and rotor. Here windings are starting, running, and rotor. No doubt rotor is permanently short circuited or squirrel cage type, but in case of a three phase induction motor, it is a two types, squirrel cage or either phase on rotor. Then next parameter is the supply voltage, centrifugal switch. We know that in a single phase induction motor, centrifugal switch is required compulsory. Without centrifugal switch, induction motor cannot transfer to starting to running mode, because whenever we know that the starting and running winding having a 90 degree phase split, and without switch, centrifugal switch, the running winding or main winding cannot be accessible, because whenever running winding appears in the circuit, starting winding will going up automatically cuts from the circuit. Here not used or not present centrifugal switch, three phase induction motor not required, hence not used or not present. Now fourth parameter is supply voltage. Single phase induction motor having a single phase AC required, and for three phase AC required. Now slip ring. Single phase, fifth parameter is slip ring. Single phase induction motor does not require required slip ring means it is not used, but it is a use in a 3-phase, but only phase wound rotor means in a slip ring induction motor only. Now number 6 parameter is torque producing capacity. Single phase induction motor having a moderate and small torque producing capacity, low and moderate torque producing capacity. But here 3-phase induction motor having a moderate and high torque producing capacity because it works on the 3-phase supply. Then 7 number starting equipments. Single phase induction motor required compulsory starting equipment because we know that the phase compensating devices, resistor, capacitors also need. Without these starting equipments, with the devices, single phase motor cannot be self starting. So here starting equipments required compulsory, here not required because 3-phase induction motors are self starting. Then 8 number parameters are direction of reverse in a single phase. Starting winding, running winding, complication condition are there, hence it is possible to reverse the direction of single phase induction motor, but it is difficult, but it is possible. Means direction reverse difficult in a single phase induction motor, but it is possible, and in 3-phase induction motor it is easy. We know that we may change any 2 phases of this stator or supply, direction will be automatically reversed. Then its applications of a single phase induction motors are low power domestic mixer, grinder, refrigerator, then vacuum cleaner, ceiling fan. These are the low power domestic applications, and 3-phase are high power industrial applications, in a pumps, in a conveyors, in a wires, in a leg. These are the basically high power industrial applications. Somewhere in agricultural also it is a use because monoblock pumps, submersible pumps are the high power agricultural applications. So this is the difference or comparison between single phase and 3-phase induction motor. So today we are concluded in this lecture number 26. We see construction of a shaded pole induction motor, and then we see its part with comparison or distinguish between single phase and 3-phase induction motor. So here for 10 seconds I am keeping video on so that student may write down this difference. Thank you very much. The next part we will see in lecture number 27. Thank you very much.